Hey Bayek, it's me Ian, and in today's video, well, I've decided I'm going to do it. I've been thinking about it for a long time. I'm going to do my top 10 Hammer horror films, which I've got on Blu-ray. So, in fact, I've got all of them, the gothic horror ones, apart from one which you can't get, which is one of the Dracula films. But anyhow, let's get on with it. Okay, so the first one is, are you ready? It is Dracula from 1958. What can I say? Christopher Lee is just fantastic. It is brilliant. And then I've got The Curse of the Werewolf. This is from 1961. This is really, I think, underrated. Oliver Reed is in this. He's brilliant. I love Oliver Reed. Wow. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, this. Then I've decided I'll put this one on because this is where it all began, really, for the gothic horror films. It is The Curse of Frankenstein. This was from 1957, and it started it all off. What can you say? Peter Cushing is always brilliant, and here he's the Baron again. He plays the Baron so many times, and he's brilliant. Each time different takes on the Baron, if you notice, if you watch. Absolutely brilliant. So this is where it all started for the gothic horror cycle. And here I've got, I think it's probably the best of the Mummy films, which is Blood from Mummy's Tomb. There it is. Brilliant, this one. The others sometimes appear perhaps a little bit lackluster. This one just has a bit extra to it. Really like this one. Excellent. And then we've got from 1959, The Hound of the Baskervilles, which has got Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. Peter Cushing is Sherlock Holmes, of course. This is a Sherlock Holmes story. Absolutely brilliant. Always remember this. It's one of those, it's like a Sunday afternoon kind of film that I've seen so many times, but absolutely think it's brilliant. It is. It is brilliant. Then, wow. Now, what can I say? This is an absolute treat. It is Countess Dracula from 1971. This is Ingrid Pitt. Wow, isn't she wonderful? She's great, and it's a great story. I love the whole concept of this story. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you haven't seen it, why not? Because this is great. It's on the network label as well. Yes, if you still get it, but it's there. Yes. Then this one, if you want something a bit different take, a bit quirkier, well, it is Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Wow, this one. I remember when I first saw this, I thought, wow, what is this? What is this? Oh, it's definitely one of the most different ones that they've done in this gothic horror cycle. Yeah, brilliant. Then and now this one is really a personal favorite. It's one I've watched quite a lot. It's Twins of Evil. Peter Cushing is absolutely fantastic in this. He's one of those like dedicated Puritans ridding the world of evil, and he's there with his henchmen and all ready. They're all like a pack waiting to kill, basically, get their revenge. And these two twins are Mary and Madeline Collinson, who were Playboy model pin-ups. Sadly, no longer with us, but they're great in it. Absolutely great. Oh, wow. Who could not love this? It's a great story. Then we have got now, this one I think is an underrated one. Hands of the Ripper. It's a different take slightly on the Ripper, Jack the Ripper story. It is good. I mean, it's quite a bit gorier because it's a later one, 1971, this. This is a highly recommended. Really, if you've not seen Hands of the Ripper, well, why not? You should see it. It's good. It's another one on a network title, so they are spread about some of the rights to these Hammer ones. Like there, yeah, Hands of the Ripper. And then finally, this is my number one. It is The Devil Rides Out from 1968. This has got Christopher Lee in it, but he's playing a goodie. Yes, a goodie. And the difference, of course, from the other films that we've talked about is this is a more up-to-date setting. I would say it's probably round about late 20s, 1930s, that sort of period. And wow, the atmosphere is absolutely superb. I can't recommend this enough. If you've never seen it, why haven't you? I think it's always probably my number one Hammer film. It's one that I remember when I first saw it, I thought, wow, this is good. It's kind of scary as well. It really is, the atmosphere. There we are. Look, it's in a slip, as these are these Studio Canal releases, but really, this is the one, really. And they're all good. I mean, I could watch all these Hammer films, and, you know, this is only 10. I can watch all of them. All of the Frankenstein ones, all of the Dracula ones, they're all fantastic. Absolutely. But this I'll put at number one because it's one I rate so highly. And, I mean, it's just absolutely superb. It is. Yeah. So I think that's it, really. That is my top 10 Hammer horror films. And Hammer has given me so much joy over the years, and I've got my mum to thank for allowing me to stay up and watch Appointment with Fear on Yorkshire Television about 1972. I absolutely love them, and it got me interested in even more into horror films generally. But in a way, you start with Hammer and Universal, because I also saw the Universal classics as well at the time, and that's why. And I still come back to Hammer. You never leave Hammer. Once you love Hammer, that's it. You know, for all the great modern horror films, they don't make them like this anymore. There are some, obviously, there's things like The Exorcist, and which I love, and The Omen and Suspiria. But these are gold, classic, brilliant, and if you haven't seen them, well, you're in for a treat. Honestly, try and check some of these out. They are great. And I've only picked 10 there. There's a lot more which I've got them all in my collection, but I thought I'll pick 10, and there we are. So hope you enjoyed it. Fantastic. I just love them. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and then we'll let you know when I put out these videos. And if you look in the playlist, you'll see all the films that I do. I do all sorts of film reviews and TV shows, of course. TV shows I do, and also a bit of music thrown in. Oh, I do love a bit of music. Who doesn't? And if you like this video as well, please give it a like. It gets it out to YouTube and all algorithms and all that stuff. And also, if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments, I really do. And that's it. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.